What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to another story time. Thank you guys so much for all the support y'all been doing on all these videos. I really appreciate it. Keeps me focused, keeps me pushing out more videos. But let's get right into this story time I got for you guys today. This story time is the time that my mom broke my computer and threw it down the stairs. Now, like I told you guys before, I was not a bad kid. I just made dumb decisions like every young kid they did. So back then, I used to play video games all the time. Anytime I got the chance, I was basically obsessed with it, not gonna lie, because I always wanted to be YouTuber, stuff like that. But I was always just playing games for, hours and hours and hours. And I give you guys like examples. I would like skip meals to play the game. Like I would literally do the game before homework and after homework. Like I literally just like it absorbed most of my whole life, to be honest. And I said I really liked it, but when it comes down to like parents and all that stuff, they do not they do not appreciate when when one thing is taking control of your whole life. So back then my mom would give me restrictions on how long I could actually play the game and all that stuff. So usually the rule would be that I would only have like maybe like 3 hours to play the game, for each day. And I would usually go over it like a lot. Usually I'd play the game for like 8 hours a day if I could, like 7 hours a day if I had a chance. Like anytime I got a chance, I would just overplay the game, even though there was restrictions and all that stuff. So literally, it was just a bad habit. And literally, I'd play Minecraft back then. I used to love Minecraft. Minecraft was one of my things back then. People who don't know about Minecraft is basically you get spawned into a world, you get to build whatever you want. It's creative mode. I usually didn't do creative. I usually did survival because it was fun, stuff like that. But you got to build whatever you wanted. You got to build armor, have friends on, and everything like that. So usually I was playing with most of my friends. I'd usually have like 2 or 3 friends I'd be playing with. And we usually just build stuff, build houses, build mansions, build all that nice stuff and stuff like that. But usually it would take a long time. And in game, I loved decorating inside the houses, decorating the outside of the house, making the houses look like huge and stuff like that. So it usually take me hours on hours to do that. So usually like my mom would tell me 3 hours and then literally tell me like would time me, and then if I'm over the hours she'd usually take my stuff, and it would go back and forth. She'd usually take my stuff for like a month, and then after a month give it back to me, and then I would start for the first week I'd do good, and then I'd just go right back to playing the game obsessively all the time. So because of that, she just it slowly built up. She let that build up, and this is like going on like 4 years of me doing this. And back then I had a laptop. It was like a Dell. It was a Dell laptop, not bad, but it worked Minecraft. You know what I mean? So I was playing Minecraft on it. And one night, it's a Saturday night, and I'm playing Minecraft with my friends. We're building houses, stuff like that, and they wanted me to decorate the inside. And it took me more than the 2 hour, because my restriction went down to 2 hours, and it took me about like 3 hours and a half. So it took me an hour and a half more than what I was supposed to be doing. So my mom caught on to me playing the game and stuff like that, and she called me in her room, and she was like, Fred, come in my room. She calls me over, and back then my room was like right, like literally next to her, so it wasn't literally like I was having to walk down the hallway or anything like that. Literally, it took me maybe like 10 seconds or 15 seconds to get up and walk to her room, and then she asked me if I was playing the game or not, and I told her I still was playing the game. Not gonna lie, but and she said, okay, you still playing the game. She said, bring the laptop in here. So my two sisters that I have three, but two of them was in the room with her that time. And so they're all chilling in the room, and she tells me to bring my laptop in. I run to get the laptop. It takes me maybe a minute and 30 seconds because I got to unplug it from the wall. It's charging and stuff like that. So I bring the laptop in there, and she gets out of bed, and she's like, she grabs the laptop, and she's like, so you want to keep playing the game and not listen to me and stuff like that. And I'm like, confused about what's about to happen. And next minute she lifts my laptop up in the air, and I'm like, oh shoot, and she slams it down on the ground. Does that right in front of me, in front of all my sisters, to show us that she's not above breaking her own stuff because it's in her house and she bought it. She don't care, stuff like that. She picks it up again, and she puts it up in the air and slams it down again. And at that moment, as a little kid, I'm over here just like sad, crying, tears coming down my eyes. I'm just like, bruh, this is my only thing I play with. Like, this is my laptop. Like, this is my whole thing. So she's explaining that like this is obsessions, all that stuff, and she picks it up one more time and throws it right back down, and I'm like, damn, bruh. So right when she does that, she picks it up and hands it to me, and I open it, and it's just like the whole screen is just broken. The battery flew out. Like, it was just bad. And it's one of those joints where I'm like, there's no way I'm fixing this, and there's no way that I can take it to anybody to fix, because I'm little, and I barely got any money. I maybe got like $10 to my name. So I said, there's no way. And I'm like upset and everything like that. And she's like, back then it was one of those things where it was time for dinner time. So after that, she was like, go get ready for dinner and stuff like that. And we usually eat dinner as a family, so we all have to sit down there and eat dinner. And there's like a silent rule that everybody knows: you're not allowed to be upset at all if when we're eating dinner at all, like after you get in trouble. So it's like, if she saw like any type of like anger or madness or any sadness or anything like that, automatic grab the belt and I'm getting whooped. So literally, I'd have to sit downstairs at the table with everybody else and just like sit there and not, like, in your head, you're sitting there like frustrated, just like, bro, what the heck? Like, I'm crying and everything on the inside, but I can't cry on the outside, because if I do, it's the belt automatically. So I'm just sitting there, and it's just so bad, and everybody's just like, this dinner table is silent, because usually I'm the one who, I make jokes, and I'm usually laughing and talking to everybody, and I'm usually the person who starts a lot of conversations in the dinner table. But that day, it was just complete silence. I didn't want to say anything, nobody else wanted to say anything. But the moral of this story is that don't play the game too long, or you will get in trouble. I'm just joking. The moral of this story is, when your parents tell you to do something, you should listen, or you may have to do with the wrath of your mom. So I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. I hope you guys enjoy all the stuff. Make sure you hit the like button and comment anything if you guys have a story time or anything like that you guys would like me to listen to. But I hope you guys have an amazing day and enjoy the rest of y'all night.